Cleopatra was a Ptolemaic ruler. The very first Ptolemy is a general of Alexander the Great.
Shout out to Hitler rant parodies. While I was watching this video, that's where I got the idea for said video.
It's possible that she was an Egyptian.
I imagine her to have curly hair like me and a similar skin color.
Curly hair, maybe. Like yours? No. Similar skin color? No.
I remember my grandmother saying to me, I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black.
I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black. So if somebody says the earth is flat, you're gonna believe them?
She has become an icon.
I am a god, queen of kings.
Her story resonates with every woman.
How does Cleopatra's story resonate with every woman? Cleopatra was a Macedonian/Greek. The Macedonian Greeks, Greco, were like 1% of the Egyptian population. They were the elite, and she was the queen of the elite. Not every woman has that kind of status, even by today's standards. Now, do I think Cleopatra was great? Not really, no. Not in my opinion, anyway. And here's why. From what I can tell, she was married to her brother, and then she seduced Julius Caesar. I've read some articles that she married Julius Caesar. I'm not too sure. Apparently polygamy was legal in ancient Egypt, so she could have multiple husbands. Now it gets worse, because Mark Antony and Octavian hate each other. And Mark Antony's married to Octavia, Octavian's sister, and Cleopatra fools around with Mark Antony. Now, Octavian uses that and other things to start a war with Egypt. So why was she fooling around with a man whose wife is the sister of Julius Caesar's heir? Said heir and the man being rivals. So the reason she got with Mark Antony is the same reason she got with Julius Caesar. She needed protection for her crown and also to protect her independence. So she needed a man to protect her. And Mark Antony needed the riches, the money. So the question is, why didn't she go to Octavian for protection? I guess the answers would be like two. One, Octavian I think is younger than her, so she couldn't really seduce him. And number two, if I'm not mistaken, Mark Antony was stationed in the Middle East. So I guess they were closer, maybe? This little snippet here says they were famously fond of each other. So I don't really think she's great because she comes across to me anyway as just a seductress. In my opinion, what would have made her great would be if she stayed loyal to Julius Caesar, i.e. his named heir, Octavian. So rather than getting with Mark Antony, she stayed loyal to Octavian. Would there still be a war between Mark Antony and Octavian? Yes, but without Egypt's wealth, Mark Antony would be substantially weaker. And what if she took it a step further and gave military aid to Octavian? Well, in my opinion, Octavian would have been grateful. He would have probably given her whatever she wanted. She wanted to reclaim territory and sovereignty for Egypt. Octavian would have given her that. He probably would have even named Caesarion his heir if he didn't have any male heirs. So in my opinion, Cleopatra probably would have done better if she had just stayed loyal to Julius Caesar. I know saying loyalty is kind of weird because she was married to her brother, but then she married Julius Caesar, I think. But according to Egyptian law, polygamy was legal. So if polygamy is legal, then Cleopatra didn't do anything wrong because she could have numerous husbands, i.e. her brother. Ugh, incest. It's gross just thinking about it. Now, as for Roman law, I don't know if polygamy is legal, but that would be on Julius Caesar, not on Cleopatra. Hey, if she had stayed loyal to Julius Caesar, i.e. Octavian, Netflix wouldn't have made this abomination. Because the loyal, submissive woman? Oh my god. But then again, they might just highlight the incest part where she was married to her brother. Oh well. That's it for my ramble. Take care out there in Clown World.